Lies.
I have never lied.
Real life.
No, you just pop out of the situation whenever you don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Bye.
Is that lying? That's a tantrum. Let's call it what it is.
That's fair. That is a tantrum, not lying. You're right. Is that better? Well, that's debatable.
Can one argue that is self-care
lied.
by removing myself from a toxic situation?
One could argue it. I don't know if one would win the argument.
I'm going in my necklace.
I
A little
lost track of
safe
time.
house.
Alright, so... Well, you know what? We should wait for Chris, because he's the only one who can talk to anybody.
I can talk to some people.
'Cause-
Not a lot, but some.
You're like the kid that did like foreign exchange long enough where you like kind of speak the language, but like
I did go to a
only the
finishing
parts
school.
about like going to the bar and like going to the bathroom.
I thought
And the curse words.
Donde está biblioteca?
I thought they spoke Undercommon.
Only some of them do.
What are we doing again? We're going back to the governors? Or we
Going
already
back
did
to a
that?
lot of people.
We need to do a lot of things.
We just let go of our friend the Medusa, right?
No.
We didn't just do it, but we did it.
Are we back in town?
Did you miss the
were
last
all back
half of the
in town.
session?
I think
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't
went
miss
around
it.
and-
I just don't
I
remember
think Clinton
it.
blacked out.
Yeah,
didn't black out.
So you came back into town. You found out there was a whole kerfuffle, and by kerfuffle I mean
Oh, we went to the rat. We went to see the rat people.
There we go. Yep.
A race kerfuffle.
Yeah, a race kerfuffle.
Not a war, a race kerfuffle.
You know, I
Yeah.
was wondering what he was talking about with the racism.
Yeah,
I
there was,
Guys,
remember
we
now.
even got a things to do in our notes.
yeah,
Who
there was,
did
there
that?
was, you know,
I
a
did
race
that.
kerfuffle.
I love how you have the
Yeah.
most important one first.
You should see our quest notes because I also do that. But yeah, we need to do a couple things.
Number one,
Number one,
find Blobby.
there is a sub task after that in case because I know that we're really worried about Blobby, and this is a person saying this, a person who is really invested in Blobby. Blobby will take approximately 10 years to reach Lithmyathar,
That is-
so I don't think
If he gets there.
So I don't think Dulamar needs to know right now that Blobby is headed to Lithmyathar. So if we want to use our
Agreed.
sending instead to contact Dulamar and ask him if he is a transmutation wizard or if he knows of one who would like to fix a broken Mythalar. Because a broken Mythalar would fix a lot of our problems. One, the Digromatox I don't think would take a broken Mythalar. Two, if we fix the Mythalar, we might be able to fix Nahidra, which will open her up to date Baru.
Wow.
Don't we have to find
Also
the
important.
Mythalar first, though?
Quest line. Huh. I feel like I wasn't consulted on that secondary path there.
Don't we have to find the Mythalar first?
We do need to find the Mythalar, so contact Dilmar, see if he's interested in Mythalar. Find Mythalar.
I don't know if I'm ready to let love into
Do-
my heart at this point, guys. I don't think I'm very focused right now. You know, I'm busy with work.
One
It's funny
running
how you
wasn't
think
good
you have
enough.
an option once the party has decided what you're doing.
Exactly. Like, nope. It's happening.
Yep.
Kind of sub from the Digromatox is if we do need to go back to the Digromatox and tell them, hey, the were-rats can smell the weird fake people from the weird cult. So either
yeah, we're at that one
So,
dude's house,
like
the
this,
governor.
yeah, either fix your race war or I guess
Kerfuffle.
fucking race kerfuffle or fucking die out here from the cult. We don't have to word it that aggressive, but
Wait, what?
We
There's
could.
cold?
The cult.
the cult.
CULT.
Cult. Oh, I was like, now we're getting weather in here too?
We've always had weather down here.
I don't remember the weather. Is there a
Uh,
blizzard?
Back up to that as a backup plan to that, if they don't bite, we should suss out the council, figure out who is anti and pro were-rat, and as a plan C to that, if the council doesn't go our way, are there any other prominent figures in town who are not on the council who may be on our side of the issue? Like, I don't know, the fucking Merchants Guild. There's probably one here.
Yeah.
We have a way in. Kipo. And this is kind of like the last on the list.
Plan D,
But also-
find Kipo's sister, fuck everyone else.
I mean, if we start out at the cult, we'll eventually find Kipo's sister.
Yeah, that's like
and
plan
it's
D or
basically
E.
just-
Like,
yeah,
Yeah, but
if
also
everything else fails.
I didn't think about this until like 5 hours ago. We should have used one of the sending scrolls to try and reach Lyra and see if she's actually alive or
Oh,
turned into goo.
Good point. Good point.
Don't we still have a scroll?
You're gonna use it to learn the scroll.
I already used one. I already used it. But do
We already used one. They're all gone.
Oh. I have the spell now.
You don't
just
know
don't-
Lyra.
I just don't have the spell slot.
Oh,
but I know
then
the
we're
Lyra.
fucked. So I
I remember you saying.
But
So-
whenever we level up in like a year and a half, I got it.
I'm sure. And then the last thing
Good to
on
know.
the list is to find a way to stop your dream broadcasting, because we don't want Menzo Branzin to be like, oh,
Yeah.
these
That's-
couple
that's
fucks
low.
were
They're
here.
right here. Yeah.
Wait, I thought Menzo Branzin wasn't mad at us though.
Menzo Branzin is looking for us, and
Right,
that
but
can't be good.
And if we
Yeah,
keep broadcasting, like, hey, over here, I'm right here.
They
I
want us
thought-
so bad that they contacted Lithmyathar, a city that they haven't had contact with in a very long time.
Yeah, it was like hundreds of years
But
or
weren't
something.
we
like
told
They-
that it seemed like they wanted to use us for something and not trying to capture us because we escaped prison?
That might have been the crazy lady under the water who said she was looking to do something with us, but I don't think we know the motives of Menzo.
I
yeah,
never
even then, I'm not down to be used by Menzo Branzin.
Yeah, I also don't want to go back to prison.
No,
Yeah.
Whether as a sexy time slave or just a regular slave, like
I'm not going back.
I'm not down.
Neither one. I'm out. I'm out on either one.
I'm in for both.
Yeah, so for what it's worth, while you don't know the precise intentions of Menzo Branzan has literally never had good intentions about anything.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think they're like on our list
Well-
of like places to stop in and see what problems we can solve, kind of thing.
But,
It's like
they-
avoid
they
it
have
as far as
literally never
possible.
had good intentions ever.
Yeah,
Well,
and just in general, we don't want people to like look for us. Like if
You
Ellen DeGeneres like catches whiff that we are, walking around broadcasting dreams,
Wait.
she's gonna find us and you guys eventually and gonna fucking
so we
stick you
can't
in
go on Ellen?
coral. No.
No, we can't go on Ellen. I
She's a
forgot
bitch
that we
anyway.
called her Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
She's a bitch anyway.
She
Yeah.
would probably. I would be one of the people that got terrified when the person jumped out. I'd probably poop myself.
Punch him in the
on
face.
TV.
Yeah.
No, I would scream and curl up in the fetal position, and then probably have to go change my pants.
All good things.
But
Yeah, I feel
anyway,
like-
yeah.
We've got a lot of problems, but I feel like hopefully if we're like, listen, put the were-rat guy on the council, and the were-rats will help you solve the goo problem. Like, done. Easy. Oh, give a little you don't even have to put him on the council, you just have to put him on the ballot. If they just let him be on the ballot, it like
Well, he
do I
has
think they're gonna
to.
listen to reason? No. Do I really hope it's gonna be that easy? Yes.
A lot of our problems can be fixed by one thing. The Mythalar is one of them, and I think that now that we've gotten Nahidra out of the area, we can more freely look for it without the
Ominous
The-
presence of turning to stone hanging
Yeah,
over us.
the
Yeah.
creaky creak.
My
Creaking up
joints are
bones and
already
joints.
already pretty stiff. I don't need to make it any worse.
Same.
Gotta cure my soon-to-be girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Get on board.
Seems you don't got a
like,
choice.
I
You
do
don't get
think
to pick who you love. We
she's
pick
more
for
of a
you.
helpful ally than Blobby would be. So in that regard, sure, I'd love to
Listen
help her.
here. You have no clue Blobby's potential.
It's true.
Yeah, you're right. Yes, there's a
Exactly.
great power within him, I'm sure.
Okay,
Blobby-
looks like
Blobby.
everybody is here. All right. So, after having had that discussion, where is it that you want to go first?
So, question: Are we? We're currently in that politician's house, right? Or did we leave that place?
I think we just left Zaltrin's.
Yeah, you just
when
left.
We left.
Okay.
I think we're going to try to go to the Diggermatox, right?
I
So-
think
Kipo's gonna be really convincing.
I mean,
Super convincing.
you could always lie if you have to.
When you say it
Kipo.
like that.
We won't know if you
Yeah,
lie.
Kipo,
I am
you
no
can
better at
lie.
lying than I am at persuading.
I can help
Do
you to a certain
both.
extent, but
Do you want to put the Helm of Dread back on to go talk to them? I've been wearing it the whole time, but if you think it'll help.
I'm not sure whether threatening them or trying to convince them would be the better go, but
I think convincing. Then you can threaten if it doesn't work.
I'll threaten. I'll just
Well,
yell at them, threatening
Be
them,
like,
and see what
look,
happens.
this is in your best interest. We already did you a favor. So throw
Yeah.
him a bone.
I've got my spooky outfit on. I'm ready.
do you speak any of the languages that they do?
No, absolutely.
Or are you
not.
just going to be yelling in a foreign language behind me?
Yeah. Yelling
Yo.
angrily.
You don't
Words
need
they
to
don't
understand
understand.
intimidation. You can be like intimidated without understanding what she's saying.
we
Yeah,
need to
just
build
kind
the
of-
walls higher. These damn immigrants keep coming in.
Okay, let's go try and convince the Diggermatox.
I wish I could help you persuade them, but they don't understand anything that I
No.
speak.
And
they yell at me? Every time I try to look at their fucking globe.
That's a private globe. Respect it.
Have you considered not continuing to look at their globe?
No. I
Not-
won't, only because we're trying to convince them this time.
Yeah, I don't think I can help you much considering they only speak a little bit of Undercommon.
You
Okay.
got this, Kipo. We believe in you. Can we give you a pep talk?
Sure, you can give Kipo a pep talk.
Like, tell him, like, these are, like, the best points of trying to persuade someone. I'm gonna try to help him and give him a pep talk beforehand.
Are you proficient in persuasion?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like the blind leading the blind here.
So?
What about it?
Let me just quickly cancel.
Oh no, Chris, you're breaking up. At least for me. I don't know about it.
No, it's me too.
and me.
I'm remote at my parents right now, dog watching, so it's less stable connection.
Puppy watching.
And the puppy.
You have to give us the dog tax by the end of the night, Chris.
Now.
The dog tax.
Uh-oh.
Oh God, it's not gonna
This
go
is gonna
well.
be bad. This is gonna be bad for negotiations, y'all.
We're gonna have to be very quiet. We're gonna actually have to be quiet and let Chris talk.
Is it better if I turn my video off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming from someone who used to do a lot of hotel playing, it will definitely work better without video.
What the fuck?
Okay, that's better.
Only the green thumb people know.
But it's less fun.
Ugh.
Oh, that's like so huge.
Being sold for $2,000.
What?
It's 8 feet tall.
I know, but like
What
2,000.
are-
Can you imagine just whipping out $2,000? Be like, yep, I'm gonna buy that plant.
It's gonna fucking die on you.
It's a
Yeah,
plant. I was like, what the hell are
It's
you
a
guys
fiddle leaf
talking about?
fig.
$50. I'm
fucking
sometimes like,
huge. That's beautiful, but
it is
crazy.
beautiful, but I kill things too easily to
Same.
spend
Same.
so much money.
Look at
on-
this fucking begonia. You'd be so sad.
R.I.P. in peace.
Alright, back to Diggermatok Hall.
I've been
We
having
gotta-
problems with my prayer plans now.
All the time.
So when you arrive again, you are once again allowed in. They are totally fine seeing you guys.
I give Kipo like the shoulder massage, like pepping him up, like you got this, you got
And
this.
see that only Dorbo is present this time.
Ah, fuck.
Is that the less crazy one? More crazy one.
No, that's the one who suggested just blowing up all of the cultists.
More crazy one.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that take out a large portion of the city, though? Don't they want that back? Maybe that just as a counter argument.
Yeah.
Seems wasteful.
We would
You
think
know,
we'd be wasted.
Are
Lindenstone
you
has
trying to
been
bring a rational
conquered and
argument to a
destroyed
fear
several
fight?
times.
Yes.
I can't see. Oh, the game is paused. That's why I can't move him, Rayra. Jesus.
Oh, there you go.
Fuck me.
I'm gonna sit over here on this nice. Actually, no. I'm gonna just stand here for moral support.
Why are we so far away from this guy?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna let's all move in.
Yelling at him from
Hey, asshole!
60 feet away.
I'm not yelling to intimidate. I'm yelling so you can hear me from across the room.
Like I'm stand closer, but I don't understand any of this anyway.
Yeah, you
so.
approach and join him there, and he looks up and says, "So, what do you got?"
Well, we have some information for you. Some good, some bad. It came to our attention that you may not be aware that this cultist threat is actually a demonic threat. We've come to understand that the Pudding King is an avatar of Joyblex.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, on our way here, we kind of fell into an abandoned temple filled with slimes and came across the information that he had been propagating them.
All right.
A bit more on the bad information train. It appears that the people that they've been spiriting away aren't necessarily just turning into cultists, but are being impersonated by slimes, and they're not entirely coming back. Some of them are disappearing permanently.
We already had that information. But we didn't know it was related to Joyplex.
I do have a bit of good information, though.
He says, "The good information is that this
we
will
do
make it
have
much
a way
easier to
that
get the
we-
council to just bomb the whole section. If it's a demonic incursion,
Well,
it
no,
needs to
you
be
see,
dealt with
because
swiftly.
there are still citizens in there, and it would be bad for, your government ratings if you were to just bomb innocent civilians that were being held hostage by a demonic presence.
But they're not innocent civilians. They're slimes
And-
pretending to be.
Hey, and the bomb's probably not going to help against the demon. Tell him that.
Yeah, I feel like that's common sense. Bombs don't hurt demons. So, anyway, we have a way to tell the difference between people that are slimes and people that are actual citizens.
Oh,
If you felt like,
do?
conquering all of
you
your
lead with
populace. Well, it's probably going to sound less desirable to you, but I can assure you it's going to be a win-win all around.
I don't like the way you've opened this.
You
Go
see,
on.
the were-rats are able to tell the difference in the scent of a slime-turned shapeshifter and that of an actual person if they have an item that belongs.
I knew I didn't like where you were going with this.
I knew you wouldn't like where I was going with this, but here we are. Situation that you don't like at all, that we're trying to fit unlikable way possible. So what we have to have from you, in order for the were-rats to assist with your problem here, is to get their representative, Zaltren, on the council ballot.
Unacceptable. He was removed.
He doesn't
for a
have to
reason.
win? Yes, a very stupid reason. Now, we're talking about the demonic infestation here and how to solve it.
I think
Keep
stupid
up,
might have
make
been the
a
wrong word.
first persuasion check, please.
You got
You can have an
this.
advantage since everyone talked you up ahead of time.
Gas up, my boy.
Was it communicated there that I had lost Fox's cunning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it, you can do it.
Are you sure you didn't want Eagle's Splendor?
Fox's cunning, I think, is
that
in.
the charisma one?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, that one. Why does a spell have 6 options and none of them are just like, yeah, I want the charisma one?
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I'm
Laser.
pretty sure they're listed in order of which one is like which attribute.
Because that's not how D&D
Yeah, but that
works.
just makes sense.
You know, you're lucky.
no,
They
actually,
used
they're
to be
not.
6 separate spells.
In the spell, it just looks like they're listed alphabetically by Bull, Strength, Cat's Grace, whatever.
Okay. Well, yeah, because strength and then dex. Oh, you're right.
And then
it-
charisma, intelligence, wisdom.
Yeah, okay.
It starts with Bear's Endurance for Con.
Yeah, no, you're right. But yeah, those used to be 6 separate spells.
Anyway, that's an advantaged 10.
Okay.
Mhm.
Roll again, bitch! He could die. You have 2 dice.
Yeah, I'll give you one, honestly. If you
I'm
don't
not
wanna
gonna
use
give you
one
one.
yours.
I gave you one. There you go.
Alright, alright.
Giving you one. Use one.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Jesus
a 5.
Christ.
Wow.
Fuck is this?
Use another one.
Is that worth the bonus thing?
Use
that
them
you
all.
What else have we got to do today?
I just won
Nothing.
charisma.
Lovely.
Okay.
Okay, well, I
That might
think
be
that's
the
the
best
best
we're
that's
gonna
gonna
get.
happen.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
like a C, I feel like, in the grading realm.
Sure. It's only he said first charisma check. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine
So if you
is.
fail the first one, maybe you don't even get to the second one.
Yeah, let's make sure that we.
Look, the were-rats can't be allowed to get into government. We can come up with some other concession we can give them. exchange for helping. But we're not letting one of their people onto the council.
Just
I don't think you understand the threat that is being dealt to your people, and that the were-rats are your way to salvation. You are actively hindering yourself by this prejudice.
The were-rats can fix this problem, sure, but what you're asking is just going to cause bigger problems.
Please tell me that the were-rats will cause by having an active representative in government.
The were-rats need to be contained. They're dangerous. If they have someone representing them, they're going to start getting out of control.
full racist right
Are
here.
you telling me that one member on the council is going to number all the other members? One individual person isn't sway the entirety of your government? Because that just sounds like poor politics to me.
First of all, when did it become my government? It's your government, too.
You're acting governor, so I mean, you're sitting at the head of the council.
Secondly, if we put one there, then he would have more influence than we want, particularly since I know who you're talking about, I think, him to have.
I've already said his name is Zaltran.
He's a hair's breadth from being banished as it is. That's not the kind of person we want representing the city.
It's future
This really
problem, though.
seems just like a personal issue between yourself and Senny and Zaltran.
Go ahead and make another persuasion check.
Ugh.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Really wish I spoke Deep Gnome by now.
It's just
God.
Gnomish. There's no separate
Gnomish,
one for
sorry.
Deep Gnome.
Right, Gnomish. Who would have thunk?
Oh my
What?
gosh.
doing fantastic.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go. Try again.
Wow.
Yes. The negotiator.
Okay.
It's funny that
I
10
feel like
looks
we're
good.
gonna be better than a 10.
That first time around when you got a 10, it's like, ooh, a 10. The second time around you got a, oh yeah,
Wow.
10, great, good job. Good job with
Fuck
10.
yeah. Fuck yeah, 10.
And 10,
Jesus
10s
fucking
across
Christ.
the board.
Oh my gosh.
He says, look, there's a certain amount of leeway I'm willing to give you since you have done this city a service taking care of that Medusa. But at a certain point that ends and you're rapidly approaching it. Putting that man on the council isn't an option.
He does know it's just a ballot, correct?
He seems
Kipo did
to
say
be
just the
ignoring that.
Yeah, okay.
He's
I think
either
everybody
ignoring
kn-
it or he believes that that guy has a good enough chance of
Yeah.
ranking high enough to
Getting
get a
it.
spot.
Right. I think it was pretty
Meaning
much if
Gorbo
all
does
the
not
were-rats
represent
vote
the
for
will
him,
of
he'll
the
be on the
people.
council.
Oh, you're assuming they let the were-rats vote.
They probably get 3/5 of a vote.
The door over here opens and you see, oops, that's not open, that's locked. You see
Surprise.
Senny come out.
Maybe
Try to
she'll
convince-
be more agreeable.
Yeah.
Also,
I'll turn to Ray and say in Primordial, it seems that we are rapidly approaching the violent revolution model.
well,
Okay.
maybe,
Well,
Thea's,
no.
Thea's like,
ask-
did you mention that, like, with this other problem gone, we would have more time to find the Mythalar? So, getting this other problem done quicker with the rare-rats will lead us to help them later.
I don't know if his hate is that small enough for the Mythalar. I think it's Mythalar and bigger.
Seni comes out. And
Yeah,
says,
I
"So,
don't know
what are
that
we,
I want to put a
discussing
Mythlar
out
in the
here?"
hands of anyone.
I didn't say we would. I just said you could throw it out there.
Also, ask if they have
Bro
like
is
a
willing to
counteroffer.
nuke an entire city side.
Ask if they have a counter offer.
I'm just saying to use it as like, hey, look at this nice little ice cream with cherry sprinkles. We might get it for you later.
Anyway, I don't know how it's going. I know how it's going now that Kibo told me in Keep Primordial. I didn't understand a lick of it, but now it's bad.
I will turn to Seni and say, we are discussing a solution to your cultist problem that Dorbo is outright refusing.
Dorbo says, because they want us to put the Were-Rat Man on the council.
I say an undercomment very slowly. Actually, it's just on the ballot is what they want.
He didn't say that in a language you understand.
Fuck! God damn it!
Gnomish!
Gnomish.
I can't believe none of us took
Gnomish.
Gnomish.
The gnome
What?
speaks Gnomish,
We're,
unsurprisingly.
we're not saying you have to put him on the council, just that the Were-Rats, in order to have their assistance, would like him to be on the ballot.
What if he gets public office not on the council?
As what? Sewage waste representative?
She says, well, mate, I don't know, we can create something. Were-Rat Affairs Officer, I don't know.
Sounds like a BS
And would this
title.
office have any say in the goings-on of the council? Because otherwise it just seems like it's for show and you're full of shit.
She says, in an advisory capacity, they wouldn't be able to directly vote on the council, but they could present the case on the council.
Less than is desired, but it may be acceptable.
Dorbo says, wait a second, I didn't agree to this.
Dorbo.
Dorbo, let your wife speak.
So he says, and what would we be getting for this?
The Were-Rats would be able to differentiate between Blingdenstone citizens and slimes that are impersonating citizens.
Thus removing the need for us to destroy a quarter of our city.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll agree to that.
Oh my god.
To my proposal, not the council. You know what? Take my proposal back. See if they have, if they'll take that, if they want a counter offer, and then we'll talk.
Why didn't we talk to Seni first?
She wasn't here.
He wasn't here.
Wasn't here.
Well, next time we know, if we come
Come
and be
back
like,
later.
where's
Your turn,
Seni?
Megan.
I know. Next time, I just glare at him until he lets us do what we want. I'll just stand over Kipo, look really mean.
Just walk in, see Dorbo's there, turn around, walk back out.
Yeah.
Be like, no,
It's like in the
sorry,
video
this isn't
game.
where I parked my car.
So I'm gonna keep.
Where's the actual governor?
I'm gonna keep reloading this cell until
Just-
Seni spawns.
Just
Yeah, I
walk
need-
in
I
and be
need,
like, is your boss here?
The RNG in my
Refresh.
favor.
Dorbo reiterates, I didn't agree to this. Seni tells Kipo, go talk to the Were-Rats. We'll have come to a conclusion between us by the time you get back.
Okay.
Always see who wears the pants.
I'll turn to the group and say, it seems like somebody has a cooler head.
Marginally
He's like,
cooler.
I believe in men's rights to shut the fuck up. That wasn't common. No one can understand what I'm saying except for all of you.
It's like we have our own secret language in this city.
Amazing.
Nice. Presented the Doomer talks. Go back to what's the where?
Zaltan. whatever his face is.
Zoltran.
Zoltran.
Mr.
I'm
Z.
Zoltan.
We're really just like
Well,
Sorry.
glorified errand
we
runners.
really just
here,
need to
aren't
see
we?
if the were-rats are okay with it, because Zoltran is probably just going to say yes no matter what. But if that's acceptance, then they're not going to want to work to help with
Well,
the gold problem.
I think Zoltran's closer, and he probably would at least have an idea of whether the were-rats would be agreeable to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might be able to say, no, don't take that to them. They'll be really pissed off if you do that. Or, yeah, they'll probably be okay with it, but go check with it. You know what I'm saying?
He is
Rather than-
I
significantly
mean, we know
closer.
Turvey, and
Say again?
He is significantly closer. He's just down the street.
Right. I just,
You can do a DD.
if for instance it winds up being a slap in the face and they're like, no, screw you, and like kill us because that's how offensive of an offer it was, which I'm not saying that's probably not that bad, but why don't we check with the guy who would be significantly less offended by it than the people, you know what I'm saying? And
all right.
as Derek pointed out, he's significantly closer. Hop, skip, and a jump. Spit a watermelon seed.
Well, plus I think the other thing is too, right? If he's so charismatic, if the message comes from him that like
Right.
this is he agrees with it and thinks it's the right step, then
Step one.
you know,
And he might be able to put a spin on it too that would help sway it.
Well, I just think they'd probably rather hear the news of like their representation from the guy that they want to be their representation, not from a bunch of, you know.
Well, I mean, he's supposed to have the best interests of the were-rats,
Yeah.
supposedly. So if he thinks it's a bunch of shit, I think he would say it's a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I feel like it's going to. Everybody's going to be for it as far as a first step. Because 3 people have his back, and another 3 can be convinced on the council. So that at least has him with a potential sway over a majority of the council in things that he wants to
Right.
pass.
Like it feels like at least a step in the right direction, even if it's not the perfect solution for the were-rats.
I
Alright.
think we should go around the city and start telling everybody that their council members are willing to nuke a quarter of their population
I mean,
because they refuse to even let one man be
I
on the
don't think
ballot
it's
and
a
let
good idea.
the court of public opinion turn them where they need to be.
I
'cause
mean,
we
that
have
was
the
that
power
was
here.
Plan
That's
C.
another plan if this
I
doesn't work.
I like that one a lot more. I feel
So
like
do
that-
I, but you know, that sounds like a little more chaos.
That was Plan
We
C.
might get like charged for starting riots or some shit.
Yeah.
Which again, I'm
Let's
okay
see
with.
if they can catch us.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
Fuck 'em,
Depot.
yeah.
We just
We
leave.
have to find your sister first
Let's
before
go.
we leave.
Let's go to Zoltran.
Yeah.
Okay. You head down the street to Zoltran. The guards are still waiting there outside of his place.
Yeah, what's up, homie?
Did they take our weapons last time?
They did. and
Don't
they-
Thea
remind them.
No, as soon as Thea gets there, she just starts emptying her fucking entire backpack, and she's just gonna continue to do it for a while.
Yep.
I give them everything I gave them last time, which I believe I held on to my bone dagger.
Yep.
We
And
snuck
You can once
DB
again
in
attempt
last time.
a sleight of hand for anything you want to sneak in.
Did I have to sneak in?
Oh
Dawn?
no!
No, because Dawn
No.
does not actually appear to be a weapon.
Yeah, Dawn looks just like a hilt.
Yeah,
Oh, so
Dawn
we're
looks
good.
more
We didn't
like a
even need to
keepsake.
sneak her in then. We just did it because we thought we were cool, I guess, last time.
I brought my wand of magic missiles in last time, but I feel okay not bringing it in this time. I'll hand everything over.
Zoltan, they tell you you're going to wait out here.
I give. They don't like do that like cartoon thing where they're like, and I like,
This
No.
isn't a cartoon.
and then I pull it out of
they,
like.
they realize you've attempted to sneak a weapon past them, and you're lucky you're not going to jail.
Oh.
Bye, Zoltan. We'll pick you up on the way out.
Leah's like, he's a
Bye.
little slow.
I forgot about that one. I'm sorry. And I try to give it to him.
He was like, how could you forget? Do you see me not emptying my 30?
I forgot about the
32?
bone dagger. I have had it since the jail. I never use it. It's in this random pocket. It's a bone.
Your prison pocket.
Yeah, the rest of you enter and see Zoltran sitting writing away. He looks up, says, in Undercommon, "Well, any news?"
Dorbo was very resistant, but we have
surprising.
worked some of the leverage with Seni. In exchange for the Were-Rat's cooperation in assisting with the cultist problem, they are very resistant to allowing you on the ballot for fear of you actually getting elected.
Makes sense.
But they are willing to allow you an advisory role to the council.
So what's at play here, he says, is that they want to make sure that they can still say all of the Were-Rat legislation was unanimously passed by the council. I need a vote. It doesn't have to be on everything. It just has to be on legislation that directly targets the Were-Rats. We're not even worried yet, he says, about legislation that indirectly targets the Were-Rats. We'll settle for dealing with the stuff that hits them directly. So if they're not willing to have me on, at least to be able to vote on those specific issues, then we'll need to get somebody else that they are willing to.
Is there anybody that you would consider at least friendly to your cause, but not enemies of the current council?
He seems to sort of like rack his brain for a moment and says, "Yes, there are two, but neither one of them is technically eligible to be on the council. They're not Sverfneblin."
Topsy and turvy.
No, not you. The rule is the council and the governors, of course, they have to be Sverfneblin. These two are citizens of Blingdenstone, but not Sverfneblin. I think that rule is old, and we just haven't bothered to change it. I don't think anyone is too concerned about it anymore. But that's the issue.
I feel like if we take this to them as an alternative to their offer, they're just going to see it as another ploy to get a seat on the council for somebody that would champion the Were-Rat's cause.
He nods and says, well, it is. That's exactly what it is. Yes.
Why should they be any more acceptable of another person than you? Do they have personal grudges against you?
Yes.
Were you like together with? Oh, never mind. I don't understand this.
He's speaking in Undercommon.
Okay.
Yeah. You're in this conversation.
Oh, great. Oh, my God.
He's Senny's ex. He's Senny's ex.
Yeah. Were you guys, a throuple?
No.
And well, no. Okay.
No. Them? No.
Okay, get it. I get it. But it seems like the guy hates you on a more personal level? Is it just because you support
He and
were
I
people?
may have campaigned against each other in the past, and it may have gotten a little ugly.
Oh, well, okay. That sort of makes sense. Now.
He says, I won't assign fault for who was at fault for the campaign, but suffice to say, we both said things about the other that probably shouldn't have said. I don't think Senny hates me as much.
No, she was the more agreeable one.
Like I said, doesn't hate me as much. I think she mostly hates me because he hates me. But the point is, they hate me, and that's not going away. So, if they can't accept me getting a position that can vote even occasionally, I don't need to vote on everything, we can start small, then maybe we can get one of these other two, again, just on the ballot. On the ballot is plenty. They don't need to guarantee everything, but it would require changing the law that only allows deep gnomes, which, in my opinion, should be changed anyway.
Do you think it's possible to change that law in time for the election?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. Things move fast here.
Not used to things happening that quickly.
All right. Well, who are our candidates?
So the first one is Kenku, whose name is.
Okay.
Is that a bird person?
Sorta.
I believe so.
And they'd be the ideal one. The second is a Minotaur named Empen.
I really want the Minotaur.
Nada? Minotaur?
What's the Kenku's name? Okay.
Got it.
Is it shh?
It's with like a K.
He says, I don't know, it's a Kenku, I can't do it.
Alright, I think that's more than enough to kind of keep going here. We could present your first solution, which is to only vote occasionally, and if they absolutely say fuck you, no, we can counter with, but how about these two?
Yeah, I think either of those would be acceptable solutions for the were-rats.
Alright.
To be honest, I think they might prefer the latter. Removing the precedent that only deep gnomes can be on the council would actually probably be a bigger boon to them in the long run. So, offering it as a less preferred alternative, if you don't mind a little duplicity, would probably help us.
Just to get them to say, ew, no. Gotcha.
Back to negotiating.
I feel like Baru and Thea are having a really great time just like wandering around town, not knowing anything that's going on. Just head empty.
You pick up
Honestly,
Zoltan
yes.
on the way out and arrive back in Diggermatok Hall. This time you find Dorbo is gone.
Oh, wow. He got sent away.
RNG? Thank you.
RNG, or is he sleeping
Walk
on the
cool
couch
down.
tonight?
Yeah.
I'll lean over to Thea and be like, now's your chance to go for the globe.
I'm pretty sure they're both gonna yell at me.
Way out. Wait for the way out.
Come in, she says. So we
Well,
had
while
a
they're
talk about it,
talking.
and we agreed that we
Distraction.
certainly would be willing to go with the solution that I had offered earlier. This, of course,
Talk.
actually, sorry, not of course. This is in Undercommon for y'all.
Like that helps.
Raid back in the mix.
I'm back in! Closing out Animal Crossing.
Hey, I just added like a functional +9 to your persuasion roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you.
That's also good because Discord crashed on me partway through Zeltran's house.
Oh, sorry.
God. You missed everything. He was like, how about
I
we bomb
heard-
them?
We had a
He wants to do the Anders solution.
Man,
I heard a potential new candidate in a Kenku named Shk,
Yep.
and that was it until afterwards.
I mean, I don't think we really said anything.
Yeah, I don't think you missed much.
Yeah, that was about it.
yeah.
Yeah, but she's here.
Well, we've come back to report that we have a counter offer to your offer. We see that there is much tension between
Oh, no,
Dorbo, yourself. No? No?
sorry, you missed an important part. God.
Yeah, and that's what I was pointing out by saying I wasn't here. Is anybody else going to take the lead?
Sorry, Kipo. They came back with a counter offer. Zoltran will take a non-council seat if he is allowed to at least vote on legislation or anything that involves the were people. So it doesn't have to be all voting matters, but just the ones that pertains to that part of the population.
One could argue that any legislation pertains to that part of the population, since it would pertain to all the population. Is that where he's going with this?
I don't think that was made in bad faith. I mean, certainly you can probably vote to keep the were-rats in one section of the city. That doesn't necessarily include your other constituents.
So he only wants to be involved in legislation that specifically affects the were-rats.
To my knowledge, I thought that's what he was getting across.
Yeah, same.
I think
Because
you said like directly.
because
Directly
that
affects.
would be difficult but possible to sell.
All right. Then how about this? If that is a bit of a hard pill to swallow, they are also offering, not Zoltran.
No, let's
but
put me on the council.
Maybe another candidate. Would that be better?
Do you have a candidate in mind?
Yes. Kenku named and a Minotaur named
Or
M-Pin,
Mbin.
something like that.
Yes. I think that would be preferable.
That's great. I'll let Zoltran know.
So are they gonna fix the law that says they can't at the moment?
Yeah, I imagine you'd have to. Otherwise, they'd be on the council, and then this deal would be made in.
I just want to make sure
Bad
that
faith.
they know to have it fixed before, and they're
did
not just
Cindy
saying,
make-
yeah, we'll get to it.
Did Cindy make that little like that like devilish, sneaky smile that Derek made?
Her facial expression was approximately the same as mine.
What?
Okay. I
Full-bodied
will
acting.
I will type that in my head for later when I can speak with people who understand me. I don't know what was said. I just know she looked funny as.
Of course, they'd have
she
to be
trying to
on the
play it straight?
council. Yeah, like,
Or is she
is she
trying
trying
to
to
do
play
both?
us?
It looked like it to me, but I don't
Insight
know.
check. Ow. My ear.
I'm the only one that saw it, and I don't know what she said, so I can't really insight check.
Yeah, of course they'd have to be on the council and
On the ballot, not on the
On the
council.
on the
ballot,
ballot.
yeah.
Right. Oh, sorry, on the ballot, and you'd have to change the law that allows only deep gnomes to be on the ballot.
She says, we would indeed have to change that, but that can be done. Given the circumstances, I think it's our most attractive option.
Alrighty. Then we'll relay this information then. We haven't agreed to anything yet, guys. Just
She nods and says, I will prepare that change to be made if we reach an agreement.
How
Weird.
swift is your legislative process? Should we check in tomorrow, or?
She says, from the time you tell me we have an agreement, it'll take us about 2 days for this particular kind of law.
Okay, guess we better get an accord with the Werets.
Since it's related, however indirectly, to an ongoing city emergency, we can call the council for an emergency session.
Sounds good. So, back to the other house.
we're being had. Me
I
Are
feel
we
too.
like
out of
this is
the?
going too smoothly.
Yeah, you
Hey,
leave there.
what? After like I don't know what y'all said. I just heard, I kind of speak a little bit. Okay, I don't speak shit, but I heard names. Okay, I heard names, and you said shk. I specifically remembered shk because the Kenku is a shishk. That's the Kenku's name. But
Mm.
but after that little interaction, and Seni like kind of responded to you. She had like I don't know how to describe it, but an ulterior motive, I guess. Like she seemed agreeable, but it looked like maybe she was agreeable for something that you didn't think she was agreeable for. I don't know. Does that make sense? What I'm
Yeah.
trying?
Yes, but at the same time, we're getting what they're asking for, so does it matter?
It kind of does. I mean,
Well,
we don't want an entire race of people getting fucked up.
Right. I mean, it's one of those things like, well, I gave them what they asked for, but just because you're just being malicious, it's just like that malicious compliance thing where well, my boss told me to do this, so I'm gonna do it just like this, even though it's really stupid to do it this way. This is the way he wanted me to do it.
Yeah, we don't want a monkey's paw situation. We should at least let them know that there may be something that we haven't accounted for in this whole negotiation thing with that counterpoint, and maybe we should look into it a little bit.
We only have so many days.
But
Yeah.
I'm not saying spend the entire time. We do have 6 days, so that gives us max
Which,
3
mean-
or 4.
6 more days till Kipo's sister.
You don't
Well,
know
the-
how
well,
long you
the
have
election.
till Kipo's sister is dead.
Yeah,
I think
so
it's
we
6
could have
days.
won.
I think it's 6 days to the election, so 4 days at the most to get the role starting to change. But you should probably say 3 to play it safe.
I mean, listen, I don't want to set us off on a theory or anything, but depending on how cutthroat they
Agreed.
are, there's nothing saying that they're not gonna put somebody's name on the ballot and then have them die or accuse them of being a slime person only to get them off as soon as they get what they want, which technically fulfills the
Yeah.
requirement.
I was just going to say we should make sure that these candidates are actually in the city and aren't locked up in the slime quarter.
Wouldn't do us a very good run to help try to get these people some freedom, only to
We could have him talk to one of the were-rats and go have a meeting with the candidate.
I mean, we should let what's his name, Zaltrin, know first that they agree,
Yeah,
but,
we need
you know,
to have
present
an
our
agreement first.
present the potential snafus.
Well, the agreement is with the were-rats, not Zaltrin.
Yes.
Zeltron worked or tried to be in office, so maybe he knows something. Maybe if we like jog his memory, maybe he'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's why they're being weird."
Yeah, or he could get out the message to like most of the were-rats easier than we could. But
I
As
feel like
people
I
think-
remember that they don't let him into that quarter.
Not at all. He's not allowed out of his house,
Yeah.
He's like under house arrest.
and he's only allowed very specific visitors.
Jesus, this
And
poor
apparently
man.
you're not allowed to take bones in there.
well, we should let him know about where we're headed with this, and then head in just so he's kept in the loop. I think.
And he's close. It's like he's on the way or something. Maybe he's slightly out of the way, but he's...
All right, so
Close.
headed back there then.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think on the way to Were-Rat City.
Yeah, you can get back there, drop off your weapons again in what is becoming a tedious repetition.
Do they let me
time,
Yeah,
drop?
it's like, I'm
honestly.
just gonna stand out here.
Yeah, because I don't speak what's ever going on, so I'll just wait outside with my weapons. This
Okay.
makes my life
I
easier.
try to make some small talk with the guard, and they probably don't understand me, so.
Just have Kipo and Ray go in since they're the only two
Yeah.
that can actually talk to him.
Probably.
Yeah, you two can go in. He says, "Well,
They agreed to your 2 candidates, but also she
Excellent.
gave us weird vibes. Like, she's pulling a fast one on us, or something. I don't know if you know her well enough or not.
well, there's 2 possibilities. The first is that something has happened to those 2 candidates since they put me under house arrest.
Mm-hmm.
The second is that she has some candidate of her own that she thinks can win the position if that law is revoked.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, no. Okay. Do
What?
you have any idea of who that might be?
No, when they put me under house arrest, those two's allies were all Sverfniblin as far as I knew, but something may have changed.
They're not just electing for one position, right? It's the governor and then the
Yes.
top 10 candidates get on the council?
Yes, that's right, but she may have someone she wants on the council that would be able to get on if that law were changed. She just needed a reason to be able to push it through.
So,
Or, as I posited first, something may have happened to the 2 candidates I gave you since they put me in here.
I don't think he's suggesting that they would win instead of the 2 candidates that Zoltran suggested, just that
That's
they
right.
would win in addition
Just
to.
that she might have someone
Yeah.
that she's like, I need this guy on my council.
Right.
well, I
So-
mean, that's just essentially helping her then.
Well, it's helping both.
Yeah, so that's why she might have been so agreeable.
Right.
That's fine by me then, if that's
Yeah.
the case. The only I do then Kipo is right. We should check that these people are still alive.
And not slimes.
Well, I'm not there.
I think that's pretty much the extent of our conversation. You can
Yep.
be here now.
Yeah, and then you head back outside.
Oh, now I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I imagine that they have to put their own name on the ballot. Like you can't just go there and be like, hey, I guess you can fill in on the ballot, but when you vote, you can write in somebody. But in order to run for the election, I think that they have to. Well, I don't know. I don't know the politics of Blingdenstone, so I would imagine though
Kipo
that
does,
they
though.
have to.
And
I would imagine
Kipo
they
would
have
know that
to.
they actually they do not have to actually submit their names ahead of time.
It's not like the Goblet of Fire.
Nope. The speaking stones are used to vote. And then if the speaking stones return a candidate that was not allowed to run, they are ignored and asked for the next one.
So we're going to the Were Rats to discuss what we've proposed before we go back and say yes, this is what's going on to the Diggermatox, correct?
I think before we say yes at all, we need to figure out that these two are still alive.
Yeah, we need to find out.
Yeah, but
if
we
they're
need
alive.
to go back to the Were Rats in order to be able to tell if they're a slime or not. Right? Because we need a Were Rat's help.
To tell
Get
if
a
So-
were rat
Oh.
out of their quarter of the city.
So we just have to go
We
kidnap
find
them
the
and bring them
candidates
there.
and then bring them to that
Well,
quarter.
in
Sounds
theory, if they're not in the Were Rat place, they're not a slime.
No.
We're talking about the.
Nope, you're
No,
off base.
because there's citizens that are slimes walking around the city that are not actually citizens. They're slimes.
So we want to make sure that the Kinku and the
candidate.
Minotaur are not
Not
slimes.
slimes. That they're themselves. Yes, and the only way to do that is to have them tested via Were Rat.
Because if they're slimes, they're part of the demonic cult.
And we
don't
do
want
not
to
want
install. Yeah.
on the council.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, I feel like we have a really bad track record with putting demons in positions of power
That's true.
that we should try
I
to
feel like there
avoid.
are already some slimes on the council.
Mm.
That would
Possibly.
be- yeah.
What if these two are slimes? We could have. I mean, we're not slimes, but they could be slimes.
They could be.
I don't want to go down that path of pointing fingers at every single person.
Everyone's a slime.
He's a slime,
We
and
wouldn't
you're a
know
slime.
until we had the were rats confirm.
Yep.
Except the were rats can't actually tell because Topsy was a slime.
No.
Bum 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 bum.
It never ends.
If that's the
All
case,
my
I'm
characters
throwing
are
my
just-
hands up and we're like, this city's fucked. Let's go to the
Yep,
next
we're
one.
out.
Let
Sorry.
him bomb it. Just let him bomb
Sorry
it.
about
We're
your
I'm
gone.
just trying to see if I can make Megan more paranoid in this game than the other one.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
listen,
Megan is already way too paranoid. Like,
That's my fault.
You should come in the Friday night game. It's a mess.
I've already
It
played through
depends what
Dragon Heights.
character I am.
Yeah.
If I can play
Oh boy,
paranoid,
that planning
or I
session.
just play I don't give a fuck character.
Alright, so you want to go try and find these two. Which one do you want to go to first?
Minute. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, he can only repeat shit. Okay.
After some work, you're able to track down the Kenku. You find Kenku man who is sweeping, making the distinctive sound of a broom on stone.
So cute.
So it pretty
love
much
him.
just sounds like
I love
he's
him.
repeating his name.
His name is Broom Sweeping.
On stone specifically.
We found a new son, you guys. New son boy.
I was gonna
Okay,
say, can we
so-
adopt him? He's
So yeah, he's not running for election. We're adopting him.
Oops.
You're with us now.
It's a full-grown Kenku.
So
I love.
I
it was
fail
a
to see your
full-grown
point.
blob.
We literally adopted a Medusa. So I don't know what your point is.
I don't know about adopted.
I
Romancing,
adopted.
maybe.
Yeah, he seems to just be going about his business. He's, about 5 feet tall, pretty slight, wearing some gray robes.
Ooh.
What if this is a Kenku that's only learned Snurferblin, deep gnome, like gnomish language?
We're about to find out.
Oh God!
I got a big old middle finger here for you.
I'm like, this is great. He can talk to us. Oh no, wait, shit.
We'll find out.
Hello, we have a proposition for you.
He opens his mouth and a voice of someone comes out and says in common, "What proposition is that, my good man?"
Oh, whoa.
Yes.
We would like to have you enter the gubernatorial race to either attain the governor's or a seat on the council.
He opens his mouth again, and a child's voice comes out. Really?
I love it.
Yes, we have spoken to the co-governors, and they are willing to change the rule, only allowing Swerfneblin on the council.
There's another moment, and then, well, why in Faerun would she want that?
I want to play a Kenku now.
It was a nightmare. Chris,
It is a
Wait.
nightmare.
I know,
Chris-
I heard, but
Chris
I think I could do it.
You probably could. You're pretty good. You have to really be, like, mentally on it to play a Kenku.
that Scottish Irish accent I can never do. Oh my god.
That's my goal. Anyways,
Or flashbacks.
Well, you see, we are trying to get the assistance of the were-rats in dealing with the cultist situation. And we feel that they would be more amenable to have a change of leadership on the council.
All right, I'm in.
Whoa.
I pictured that like
Would you mind accompanying us to speak with the were-rat demographic so that we may inform them of our plan?
Well, whatever for?
Well, it'd be good to do a meet and greet with the people that you're going to be representing.
Yeah, unfortunately, there was some negotiating involved, and while you were a strong candidate, you weren't the first choice since they kind of nixed our first one.
Oh dear, you're hurting my feelings.
Oh, I don't mean to. I'm just telling you the truth.
All right, let's do this.
Oh my gosh, I can't deal with this.
I can.
You get it in person too. It's like double good.
Yeah, and he picks up the broom and puts it over a shoulder and starts following you.
Okay, now we're definitely adopting him. I don't care how old he is.
Wait, before we go, don't we need some sort of like article of clothing or something from him? Because if they just smell what he's wearing, they're not going to have anything to like sample it to, right?
We have his broom. Would that work?
Yeah, I was going to
he
say, would
keeps
the broom
carrying around?
suffice?
Probably.
All right. Sorry,
Ask
I just
him-
had that
ask him
moment.
if he has
before we
his-
go.
Say it's a mighty fine broom. Ask him. Oh wait, I can. He speaks common, right?
He speaks common.
He speaks
Good.
everything, apparently.
Yeah, that's a mighty fine broom you have. Do you carry it with everywhere you go?
My daddy got it for me.
Problem solved.
All right. Where Rat Town.
Oh, Turvy.
I wait. Do we want to grab the Minotaur as well, or do we only need one candidate, right?
We only need one, so let's see if we
May as well
hit the
grab them
jackpot.
both.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, if they're changing the laws, can't both of them run?
They could.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go grab the Minotaur.
Okay.
You know, more representation, the better.
True.
Yeah, some wild goose chasing follows before eventually you're able to figure out from the guards at the gate that the Minotaur is inside the slime region.
Okay, never mind. Let's go.
Whoop.
Mm,
Ghettos. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not, probably.
Thea asks the Kenku, I'm sorry, I've never met one of your kind. May I ask how old you are?
He doesn't have a number.
I'm just curious. Sorry if that's offensive.
He doesn't have the number to say.
old as balls.
My knees creak. It hurts to get up.
He says, "Well, I'm not a young man anymore."
Oh.
Gotcha.
You could just
So
start counting. And
So
when
you're
he's not
very,
done-
very wise and experienced.
Well, I've seen my share of things in my time.
Ask him another question that involves us going somewhere because I really like those answers.
Have you wanted to be on the council for a while? It sounded from your earlier response that maybe it was something you wanted.
It is my mission, and I will see it done.
Yes.
Have you always lived in Blink?
Who is this person you heard this stuff from?
Batman of Blinken, obviously.
Where's Rachel?
Where's you?
I'm
Where's
crying.
Bobby? Where's Bobby?
Have you always lived in Blingdenstone?
The child's voice says again, "We just moved here."
We?
From where? Oh, okay.
Do you have another family member?
Well, I can only speak
Alright.
for myself, you see.
Got you.
Do you? Because I
Yes.
don't. Got you.
Where did
To the rat quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were walking and talking.
Oh, we were
Sorry.
definitely walking
Yeah.
and talking, but we'll stop asking questions. We'll move the plot along.
No, we gotta interrogate this NPC and know everything about him. Come on, Derek. Time to generate an entire history.
Particularly because it's one I have to keep generating different voices for.
Yeah.
I think that's why we're enjoying it so much. Look what you dangled in front of us, Derek.
Dance for us, dance.
Yep, that's why this Kenku's getting adopted, right?
Yep. I don't care how old he is. Me and Ray are probably older. Maybe not. I have no clue how old Kenkus are.
Not as old as elves.
There you go. We're older.
That was
We
at
can
least
adopt
3
him.
times as old as all of you.
He can be
We're
our
very
son.
old.
Okay, yeah, so you do make it back to the were-rat area, and Turvy is there to greet you once again.
A long time no see.
Time to sniff a bitch.
How do we know if you're a were-rat or a blob? Because we had some people say something about you being a blob. I don't really say that because Derek said it, not the thing.
The voice of God whispered in my head, "You might be a blob."
Derek's fucking with us clearly because Topsy and Turvy have been with us this entire time.
Not since we got here, though.
That
They
would be really
honestly
fast.
went off and did their own fucking shit.
What if they were always blobs? What if they've been blobs from the beginning and this was all a setup to get us here because they knew that we could convince the whole legislation to allow blobs?
Then I don't care.
I don't
I
know.
throw
You
my
know, I
hands
feel
up.
like we would have noticed that
Don't
the
care.
several times that they went unconscious from losing hit points.
Yeah, probably.
That's true.
I don't know.
So Thea's like, how do we know you're not a blob? Slime, my bad.
Gelatin.
Me?
Just throwing it out there.
I don't know.
You've caught me, a blob. Yes, I will now confess to you. I don't know where you thought this was gonna go.
I feel like
I mean, I could say
he was a slime. Maybe he would
say you
try
could
to be
say-
better convincing at saying, I don't fucking know.
I mean, I could say you could have one of the other were-rats sniff me, but they could also be a blob, so
Exactly, so
I don't know where this ends.
it doesn't. We're good.
Blobs all the way down.
I
All the way
liked your
up, all the
answer
way
as
down.
in, I don't know, so.
I have a question. Clinton has a question.
Yeah.
Can you identify people?
Yes, you can cast Identify on people. It will tell you if they're under a magical effect.
Well, it would tell you the nature, right?
No, it only tells you.
You
if they're
learn
under
its
a
properties and how you
magical
it's an object.
yes.
You learn what spells are affecting the item
Uh-huh.
and what they are.
I mean, is it?
Oh, if you touch a creature throughout, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Yeah, so you could learn if any spells are affecting Turvy.
But so,
I don't think that's useful.
well, I was just
Right?
curious. I don't know. Is the blobby thing a spell?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
either.
I think at some point we just kind
I
of have
presume
to
it's just a natural trait of that kind of creature.
I mean, do you have Identify, Clinton?
I actually do.
Then go for it. See what happens.
Turvy will stand still for a minute while you cast a spell.
Yeah, I'll do it regularly. I won't do it ritually because that's gonna take forever.
Yeah, they won't stand still for 11 minutes while you cast a spell. That's asking a little bit much.
Yeah. No, I'll cast it on him and burn a spell slot.
Yeah, they are not being affected by any spells currently.
Yep. Okay, so they're not being affected by spells. That really means nothing at this moment unless we find an actual we could find a blobby guy who we know is a blobby guy, and then we could identify them and know if it's a spell. But they would have to sit still for a minute to let me do it.
I think we just need to assume that he's not a slime.
I think we need to assume that as well.
And if
because,
he is, future problem at the moment.
yeah, I think if he's a slime, then all of the were-rats are slimes. Which, that's a whole nother conspiracy theory. But,
So before we hop down the rabbit hole, good news, bad news, Turvy. We were unable to negotiate Zaltran on the ballot, but we were able to negotiate a reworking of the only Smurf Neblin on the ballot rule. So we are presenting Shk as potential candidate.
Because Zaltran said he would be a good candidate.
Yeah, it came recommended.
Well, yeah, we love Shk.
Could you please make sure Shk is not,
A slime.
a bloop?
Oh, I would have told you if you walked up with a fake Shk.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
Great.
We've met.
Oh, you
Lovely.
guys are friends? Have you
No,
worked?
not friends, but we met.
Cool.
And they love
So,
each other.
is that acceptable?
Oh yeah, we love him.
But that's acceptable to the entire offer and everything.
I
So you
mean,
guys will
he's not
still,
as good as Zaltran, but
but it's
yeah, we'll
something.
take it.
So you guys will help with sniffing out the slimes for the city.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we're going
That was
to
easy.
present your agreement to the current council, but we're under a bit of a crunch with the cultists. It seems that the citizens are disappearing and the slimes are increasing.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're going to have to infiltrate a little bit sooner than the election.
Well, if you get them to let us out of here to go to the gates before the election, then we'll be able to start working. Well, we can start working early as a show of good faith and all that.
Sweet.
Of course,
Yeah.
like I said, they'll have to, let us out of here.
You can count on us. Well, you can count on them because they're the only ones that can actually talk. But we'll be there to supply moral support, and she'll look mean.
Yeah, probably.
So we head back to the Diggermatox, say we're in agreement, and get them to let the were-rats out so they can help us.
We're just getting our steps in today.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I feel like we're running all over the place.
Yep, you run back to Diggermatok Hall. This time, both of the Diggermatoks are present.
Oh shit.
Lucky you.
He's out from timeout.
Yep. He took
Well-
a nap. Maybe he's less cranky.
I know I am when I take a nap.
Yeah.
Yup.
I'm more cranky.
Good news. All parties are agreeable to the current resolution to allow to run for office.
He looks kind of quizzically at her and she says, so that we don't have to have Zaltran on the bill. Don't worry about it. This is going to be better for everyone involved.
Don't worry about it, honey.
Don't worry about it. I
This
got it. I got it in
You
control.
just sit there and look pretty.
Let's look pretty.
This is big boy stuff. Just go back to your coloring.
Himbo energy.
Well, alright. So long as we're not putting that man on the ballot, I suppose I don't have any objections.
And as a show of good faith, as the cultist activity needs a resolution sooner than the election may take place, the were-rats are agreeable to beginning the work at the gate earlier than the election if they are allowed outside of the current quarantine zone.
Says, we can increase the guard on that area, and then that would be acceptable. And she says, yes, we'll make sure that the guard on that area is increased in case there are any issues with the people that we begin letting through, and then we can start opening the gates to let people back in.
I presume the public will need to be informed of the crisis as it currently stands in order to bring effects of the people trapped on the other side for verification they are who they are.
She nods and says, the public will be found as they are needed. If we informed them en masse, then we would have a large amount of items and nothing to do with them. As a person attempts to leave, we will find someone that can bring us some of their effects.
Okay.
All right. Maybe we can try to go see if get something for your sister, Kipo, and see if we can take care of that while we're already hanging around waiting over there.
Oh yeah, that's no problem. That's I'm sure she's got a whole chest full of drawers.
Chest full of drawers.
Do you all not have furniture for clothing where you come from?
It's been a
No.
long time since I've been home.
It's just that the sentence is a bit odd, considering it kind of implied
A
that she
chest
had
full of
more
drawers.
drawers in a chest.
A chest of drawers.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Also, because drawers could also be used for underwear, so I was...
Yeah.
You could.
was giving
Oh,
the
you
underwear
thought that he
vibe.
had a chest full of just underwear?
I mean...
She had a chest of underwear. I guess
mean,
it makes
doesn't
sense 'cause you
everyone?
could have a chest. You could just have a chest without drawers, you know, or you could have a chest with drawers. So maybe, and then you could have a chest with only like half drawers.
Full commando all the time. Continuing on.
Oh, I
Maru, what
wasn't
are you
talking
saying?
about underwear. I was talking about the pull-out, drawers.
She's just adopted the mentality that we had at your wedding. It was just so much fun that, naked underneath all the time.
I was just trying to get us to like move along, but
Yeah, I know.
Do we need to...
To the slime area.
Go into the slime area, by the way? Like, at
Well,
all?
eventually we
Once
have
it's
to
cleared
fight.
of all citizens, then yeah, I imagine we have to clear out the slimes.
Right.
What if citizens don't come out willingly? I feel like that's too
Yeah.
easy to hope your sister's gonna come out.
Yeah, I think
Do you think
we
this
should
is easy mode?
two-prong attack. We should open up the gates, kind of, by getting people out, for those who want to get out. We should bring Topsy and Turvy with us and just go inside.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could start, see how many people come out. And if not that many come out, if
Go
we
on
don't
in.
see your sister in like a hot minute, we go in.
All right. Well, let's go. Join the guard.
You don't want to stop and get some clothing from home first?
For your sister?
Well, it's in the barracks. I figure it's pretty close.
A chest full of drawers.
Yeah.
We don't need to bring the entire chest. Only one item will suffice.
Yeah, you can stop there and pick out like a couple scarves and that sort of thing.
All right.
Yeah, and then you arrive at the gates, which are not open yet. The guards are conversing with the were-rats and sort of trying to set up, like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do when people start coming out of there.
Tell them to make it faster. We've been running around the city all day long.
Yeah, it takes them probably about half an hour after you get there to have a sufficient presence of guard that they're not worried about opening the gate. And then they open up the gate. There is no one on the other side waiting.
Well, let's
Scadio.
go. Not
The
even
slimes
one?
surge forward and engulf us all.
If
Well,
I
we did
die
kind
by
of have
slimes,
this- Yeah.
I'm gonna be sad because I could have died via Blobby, giving him my soul.
Also, just checking before we go in, and we maybe run
Making
into
this
a
pet
fight.
dig a little far.
How's everybody feeling? Is everybody?
I have no clue what time it is or reference of time.
Yeah, I
We've
have
had
no
a pretty
clue of
long day.
days. I'm fine.
Feeling great.
Okay.
Jorlin's looking great as always. Jorlin,
I was gonna say, doesn't he always?
he's
Yeah.
always looking great.
Listen, I just wanted
He's
to
just
check
our
before
eye
we went
candy.
in.
We just drag along.
You know, there's nothing wrong with saying let the gates open, see who comes out, let them handle it, and check back in 8 hours, you know, and see what happened while we like took a nap if we needed it before we went to go. Who
Well, I
knows?
don't need a nap, is what I'm saying.
Perfect. Great. Just wanted to make sure that
That's-
nobody here was holding the need for a nap inside
Exhausted.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. Jorlin's great.
The mushroom
I
tea
mean-
has got a
Derek,
lot of caffeine, so
how
I'm
long
good.
have we been running around negotiating this deal? Like,
Probably about 6-7 hours.
okay.
And this is the same day that we found Medusa, escorted Medusa out
Yep.
of town, came back into town. Just
Are we gonna
all one
be
shot.
exhausted anytime
We
soon?
took a long rest in between then because we took off
Yeah.
the petrification.
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
Oh.
so we're fine.
so
So
we're good.
we're all fresh. We just been running around talking.
I
I
mean,
don't- I don't
you're
know why my hit
talking.
points
We were just
were-
running and exercising.
I was missing 1 hit point, so I was just thinking we were more beat up than we were, I guess. I don't know why I'm missing a hit point.
I don't either.
I'm gonna give myself. I assume I got it back during the long rest.
No, we
I
did
would
some.
assume
I forget
so.
what happened, but I was also missing a single hit point.
Oh yeah,
We took
I
a
don't
hit
remember
point.
what
Yeah, you
it
lost a hit
was.
Because
point
we got
because
tested.
The
At the
blood.
were-rat.
you actually should have lost the
Yeah.
second
Right,
hit point
okay,
because you've
that's
come
right.
out of there again, so you should be down 2 hit points, everybody.
Oh.
I remember
Son of a
something
bitch.
happened. I just didn't remember what
Yeah,
it was.
that's right. So you all
I
should be
shouldn't
down
have said
2
anything.
total.
I was gonna
Okay.
make a joke about a paper cut, but I guess that's exactly what happened.
Basically.
Yo, paper cuts are dangerous. They hurt like hell.
All right. Once more. First time, I guess. Not once more. But sure, let's go see what horrors await us in here. I'm sure it'll be great.
This whole underground is like House of Horrors.
Peru
Lobby,
said.
what are you doing
sarcastically.
here?
I swear to
Foolish
Jesus.
mortals.
Lobby turned around.
I literally had to look up on my screen and be like, did I miss something?
So, walking in here, you can see pretty clearly and easily in front of you, there is an enormous dome covered in slime.
Oh no.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it.
Approximately 150 feet in diameter.
Oh.
This is like a hentai thing.
I was thinking the same
Goes,
shit.
goes everywhere.
Goo girls, slime girls.
Said
Slime wipes.
100 feet, 150 feet.
About 150 feet in diameter. Kipa would know that there used to be there used to be a government building here that was courthouse basically.
Now is Slime City.
Does it look like there's any openings that we can like?
You can see the stairs where there were once openings, but now they just go to a solid wall of slime.
I don't enjoy this.
Oh no. Oh no.
You are, of course, welcome to go up to them and investigate them at your leisure.
Do we
The
want to?
slimes?
I guess we do.
I'm gonna go and touch it.
I just want to
No,
find your
keep us-
sister
Keep on out.
and then yeet the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Kipo, as you get up next to it, about to touch it, a head appears out of the wall.
Oh geez, Louise.
I'm out.
Mama, no.
It's a very humanoid-looking slime, and you can see a skeleton and some partially decomposed organs sort of floating around in the middle of it.
Oh, we can't help these people.
It says,
Does it speak?
"Have you come to join us?" Where are my manners? I'm sorry. I'm
we
Prince
have-
Livid. Who are you?
In the loosest sense, yeah. Come to join me.
Is he speaking common?
Yeah, see, this is
he's
why we
speaking
need a group
Gnomish.
name. And
Good, I
Instead
don't
of just-
understand shit.
Super high
can
intensity theme.
can I yell out? Do you know Common?
He says, yes.
Can you speak in Common? Because more of us understand that.
Oh, of course. I apologize. Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Your apologies
I am
accepted.
Prince Livid. Who are you?
I'm pretty happy right now, I think.
We
Pretty
are an
stumped.
ambassadorship sent to meet with the Pudding King.
Ah, then by all means, come in.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
I
If
don't
I
think
were if I were to go in there, would I end up looking like you?
Only if you wish to. He, the head
Like
sort of moves to the side, and the slime parts, revealing a very decomposed wooden door
Oh
with
God.
a full-bodied humanoid slime looking exactly like this guy standing next to it.
I'm like
So-
so distressed, and I don't
I
even know
literally
why.
got
Ew.
goosebumps at like the imagery of the head sliding over.
You know,
Oh,
I read
boy.
this story once where they parted a sea, and then a whole bunch of people crossed it, and then all of a sudden, once they crossed it, they just let it all fall back down on the guys that were chasing them.
Maybe we should have let him nuke this place, guys.
Not to worry, the inside is safe. It has to be for our followers.
Oh, they don't.
do the followers
Look
look
like
like you?
No.
Does
No,
he
they
seem to be
look
telling
like
the truth?
you. He nods towards Kipo. Mostly.
Does he seem to be telling the truth?
You can roll an insight check. Yeah?
Okie doke. I don't know why, guys, but I believe him. He's got it on his face, you know what I mean?
I don't know why, but I don't want to go in that dome.
I know why you don't want to go to that dome. That dome is a creepy house of horrors.
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
super creeped out.
Oh, we have to
All
go.
right.
We
Well,
gotta go though.
I will take the first step and I will walk in. I'll walk in.
Thea was gonna be like, can the Pudding King come out here? I think I'm allergic to the atmosphere.
Allergic to the air in there.
If you mean
Oh,
to ask
I'll
if he is capable, then yes, of course. If you mean to ask if he will, then no, it would
No.
hardly do for a king to receive ambassadors outside of his court.
This is true.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's just go in. I'll hold your
I'm
hand,
sh-
Thea.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
already
sure I'll
in.
be okay. If not, they make some allergy medication.
I've definitely like shifted my stance a little bit to like be more on guard. Like I've got hand on the hilt of my weapon. Probably put the actual like helm of like dread on just to like so I have like the glowing eyes and stuff now.
So what you're saying
I'm
is
gonna
you're
throw
eyes
not
glow?
a
Can I throw on a
fan
mage
of
armor?
this, huh?
No, yeah. I'm definitely going in like it will be clear to tell I am not like a willing follower.
I'm in the
Coming.
necklace.
You know, just imagine
You're in
all
the
of them are
necklace?
blobby.
Bye, guys.
If you're in the necklace, Thea's at least gonna pick up the necklace on the floor.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Doing this.
I mean, at least you're safe in there.
Derek's like, you want to bet?
The thing in the window.
Yep.
I still need to put a curtain up.
Yeah, need to
All
get
right.
that curtain.
How does that work? If we buy a curtain, can you just take it in and put it up?
It's
Okay,
so
cool. As soon as we're done with this, we're buying a fucking curtain
Yeah, I didn't think I would fucking play like Home
And-
Simulator.
and some aluminum foil for me and Clinton's heads.
You're just all
Why?
doing great, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah. No regrets,
I liked being the errand
Zero.
boy better.
I have zero regrets.
right? So we're all going in the slime dome.
Yeah. The slime starts walking you through the halls of this old courthouse.
I'm definitely looking like up at the ceiling the whole time because I'm afraid something's gonna just right in my head.
Something's gonna fall from the ceiling and just like
Yes,
Yep.
creep into my soul.
It says, it's odd for Blingtonstone to send some people other than deep gnomes as their ambassadors.
We've been doing a lot of stuff around the city.
Got
So
Lately,
ourselves a
anyway.
pretty good
they trusted us to
reputation.
come in.
I think that we're just disposable. Also, like, if it's non-deep gnomes that die, who really cares, right? He's just a goblin.
Thea looks flabbergasted as that comes out of your mouth.
Don't worry, Thea. You're not expendable to me. It's okay.
Thanks.
Oh, none of us are expendable to me. I just
Ah,
think that we're
so-
probably expendable to them.
The city of Blingdenstone wouldn't feel overly anxious about your demise?
No, I'm pretty
No.
sure they would, since they
Mm.
sent us in here.
I would say that if we
As
did
I
not
said-
come back, it would not bode well for y'all. But that's just due to the fact that we're trying to do this like a decent way, and if they're essentially, they'll just do it. They'll just let's say fuck it and burn the whole, just burn it down, or
Trying
something
to
similar. I don't know.
do What a decent way?
I don't know.
We don't know anything.
Well, you said you're trying to do this a decent way. Trying to do what?
Just communicate. They've just completely blocked everything off. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. We're trying to figure out, get down to the bottom of everything, and come to an amiable solution for everyone involved, rather than being at each other's throats the entire time.
They do recognize you as a particularly large group in their city, and they sent us to communicate with you.
Let's have Ray go ahead and make a deception check there.
It's not untrue.
With advantage, because you're all kind of helping, and it's intentionally deceitful, and you know
is
it's intentionally deceitful.
I'm
That's
just
still
glad it
a
was
19.
her.
Ooh,
I'm just glad
okay,
it was
that's
her and
good.
not me that you made roll.
You were working together, and she's
Yeah.
better at it, so I figured you'd want her to do it.
Oh yeah. I am proficient, but that's a whole +3.
He nods. And says, "Very well. Have you been to the court of the Pudding King before?"
No, but we have heard things.
Oh. From who?
We ran into one of your court people, cube people.
One of the gelatinous cubes?
You're right.
Blobby!
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't there. I don't
And
know.
they were amenable to speaking with you.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's like our best friend.
You must be favored by our lord.
Oh no.
I don't know why we wouldn't be. We're pretty
Uh,
much favored by everyone we come in contact with.
They rarely speak to those who are not one of us.
I'm not sure if
Well,
that.
we do
if
happen
we-
to be in the graces of Pale Knight.
Really?
Throw that out there.
Whatever. We know Pale Knight.
We're already
job.
digging our own hole. Just keep digging it with a backhoe now.
I mean, I don't think it will hurt us too much in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much summoned her onto this plane. No big deal.
He,
You know,
I
just here to connect with your daddy. You know.
he nods. That
Are they
is
friends?
impressive.
Is
Perhaps
Pale
you
Knight
could be
friends
of
with?
use to the court after all.
I mean, we're pretty much of use to everyone we come in contact with.
That's true. We do try to be as helpful as we possibly can.
This is so bad, guys. This is gonna go.
Yeah,
so
I
bad.
know.
We're gonna die here.
I feel like this
Party
is gonna go
wipe.
super well.
No, it's not. We're literally
I-
digging
I-
our own
Opens
graves.
the door, leading you into the what would be the actual courtroom inside the courthouse, you can see up at the front, in what would have previously been the judge's seat, the figure of the Pudding King.
Is he
Looking-
like behind those ice cubes?
Very similar to how he had been described to you. You can also see another slime, also humanoid shaped.
Oh Jesus!
Oh boy.
Dude, she's
Mama.
scary as fuck.
Is that your sister?
No.
That is
I
kinda-
hope not.
Me too.
He says, "My father, the Pudding King, and my sister, Princess Ebenmeyer." "Make way," he calls out, and the
For Prince Ali.
puddings on the floor start sort of oozing their way
Make way.
over to make a path for you. As you move through here, you can see that in a lot of the what would be like the gallery of the courtroom, there are a lot of Sverfneblin. All of them seem to be covered in ooze that is holding them in their seats. You can see a few of them are still struggling against it, but most of them are just sort of sitting there, whether conscious or unconscious. You can see that it does appear to be eating away at them, but not quickly.
Good, a slow, painful death. That's the kind I enjoy the
looks-
most.
I don't want to be in here.
Oh, this is a lot. This is a lot.
All right, we got to keep going
We
forward.
definitely can't take on this hall of oozes and ooze nobility.
Yes.
We are in for a penny and for a pound on this right now. So we're going.
The sheer panic. Somebody needs to keep a cool head.
Fuck.
Everybody panic!
I should have
Oh.
gave us psychic whispers before we came in here.
Also along here you can see some oozes that are partially in humanoid shape. That would be these guys. It's mostly an ooze, but you can see it's manifesting a humanoid body near itself.
And all those like faces that are in the blob behind it, like moving around,
Yes.
almost like a legion of.
They are all like moving around, and they are all distinct faces. And the face on the body it's manifesting keeps changing as they move past it.
When you say changing, like it's a different face, or
Different
facial
face.
expressions are changing.
Different face.
Guys,
Oh.
why didn't we just walk in here through the front door?
Guys, D&D was a
Why
mistake.
wouldn't we have walked in here through the front door? They asked us to come in. We came in. Why wouldn't we come in?
Because I feel like every time we've walked through the front door, it's fucked us over.
I think this
I
is
mean,
fine. This is fine.
We're due for it not to. Then that's the way you got to look at it.
Just don't touch anything.
I just wanted to marry a nice lady and live a life with her.
Well, you chose to not live the life. though.
And Ray, as you're thinking about that, you see the face change to be your wife's face. very briefly.
Can they read our mind?
Prince
That's
Livid
fucked
says,
up.
"Yes, all the Oblex are capable of reading surface thoughts."
So
I literally keep thinking of Pink Elephant.
I keep thinking penises.
Of course.
Yeah, you see several of the Oblex taking masculine forms.
I wanted them to be actual penises, but sure.
No, this is definitely hentai shit going on.
Sure, censor me.
So,
Yeah.
Snowflakes.
the faces that are like in the I'm sorry, I don't know the proper term for
Ooze, in the ooze.
the ooze behind those people.
Mhm.
Those faces are they're not real faces, they're just like projections of thought, like thought projection faces.
He says, "They're faces that you have in your mind, but not in the front of your mind."
Oh my gosh, I'm like avoiding looking at all of them. I'm just trying to walk as straightforward as I can. It's a nightmare
I
scenario.
picture
This isn't
Snape in
real.
roller skates and a dress.
The obelisk doesn't change because you don't know anyone of that name.
Right, keep moving forward. I'm following behind. This is yeah, we're in the House of Horrors. We're in the Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, he
Haunted
keeps
Ooze
moving
house.
forward, saying, "Avoid the puddles. They could prove harmful to your kind."
Don't drink the yellow snow. Okay, so don't step in the puddle. Step on a crack, break your mother's back. I did it.
He gets up here and bows and says, "Father, I present the ambassadors of Blingdenstone here to treat with you." Moves up.
Why are we here? Why did we get down
As you
here?
get there, you can see two enormous obelisks.
Oh,
I
fuck
definitely-
And
me.
they're fucking massive.
Guys.
Each of which is supporting at this time 4 different simulacra of people around it.
Oh, fuck us.
Kill it with fire.
Guys,
We
we're
should-
fine.
The Pudding King sits up on his throne and says, "Welcome, emissaries of Blingdenstone. Have you come to offer your government's surrender?"
Well, Your Highness, we were not aware that was what you were seeking. We actually came to discuss what your kingdom was doing in the relative vicinity of Blingdenstone and your intents. Many of our citizenship has been missing as of late, so we just wanted to glean some intention.
Yes, many of your citizens have emigrated to the Pudding Court. And they were continuing to do so until your government's declaration of war upon us.
I didn't know they declared war. I honestly thought they just.
They attacked our citizens. That is declaration enough of war.
No. I'm just saying, I thought they just roped off the part of the city. I apologize. I was not in the know.
Oh, it's the guy that they attacked is the one that was the killer, right? Because they found the slime. It was the assassination, and then they locked him up.
Wait. So, you killed our governor.
After war was declared, yes.
But you said that they killed you.
Yes.
How did they declare war?
Their guards attacked 2 of our cubes.
What were your cubes doing?
He says,
They were in the vicinity of Blingdenstone.
moving about.
Okay.
Is there a reason you decided to settle in Blingdenstone?
Yes, it is. Well, it is a perfect site for our needs.
And what may your needs be, so that way we can let the government know.
Why, to call our lord here, of course.
Ah,
Who's your lord?
Joyblex.
Joyblex.
Yes. This entire structure will be the vessel of his coming. Once everything within has been converted to slime, he will possess it and exist on this plane.
Forgive me, but I'm not familiar with Joyblex. Who's Joyblex?
He's the Lord of Ooze, and thus of all of us.
He's the Lord of Ooze. Quite a title.
Or like the Lord of Booze. Get this guy out of here. Am I right?
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh god, I hate all of this. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. How? I mean, clearly there's been some progress already. How How much more do you need?
Our Lord's arrival should not take longer than the week.
Great. Love a good timeline.
Less if things go well.
Me too, dog.
Ooh, ooh.
If
No, go ahead, please.
Nope, I've got. That's all I've got.
So, what would you, how, what would be how could the city help you?
They could cease their war on us. Cease preventing
Well,
citizens from emigrating to us.
I don't think they're
So
preventing
these-
people from going to you. They're preventing people from leaving.
Well,
People are allowed to come in. They're just not allowed to come out.
then they could likewise cease preventing us from leaving, couldn't they?
And all the
gates are-
citizens that have come to you have joined of their own free will, correct? Because I think that was one of their concerns that
We did
It
not
was
kidnap
not.
anybody.
okay.
We spoke to them
can
and
I-
convinced them.
Can I point at one of the people that look like they're resisting?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll point at one of the people that is like very, very apparently resisting and say, what about that guy? He doesn't look like he's choosing this.
He came to us willingly.
But it seems like he's changed his mind.
If a citizen comes in willingly, are they allowed to leave willingly if they so choose?
Alas, once they are our citizens, we demand absolute loyalty.
But they have to agree to be your citizen first, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, makes a mental note not to agree to anything.
We are civilized here. We do not kidnap anybody.
Hmm. I feel like keeping against someone's will is kind of like kidnapping.
Does your civilization lack prisons?
No.
Fair enough. But yeah, so now you're calling them prisoners.
Yes.
But they didn't do any. All they did was to say they want to leave.
Treason. Do you not arrest traitors?
Yes, we do. How many?
Not for simply saying they want to leave. We don't like. They're not considered a treason or a traitor, treasoner, treasonist.
It just gives Zoltan like huge eyeballs, being like, "Don't get us in trouble."
Yeah, there's no arguing with crazy, so don't argue with crazy.
I mean, oh yeah, fuck them. You know what I mean?
Right, fuck them. Yeah, what is that here?
You're right. They're traitors.
He was like, "I don't want to become one of those traitors."
All right, so I guess we could go to the city and ask if they'll, cease war on you guys, so that you
That's
can
all
summon.
you'd like is just to cease war. There's no other stipulations.
No.
Seems fair
Well,
enough.
and to be allowed to travel freely once again.
Throughout the city.
Throughout the city would be ideal, but we will accept only traveling to the gate. Directly.
Okay.
I mean, you're on an outskirt, right? Why don't you just make your own gate?
We are, but it is not finished.
I do want to point out that Blinked in Stone will probably counter that they will want some of their citizens back, those who you have imprisoned for treason, in exchange for these requests.
Right. Maybe, like, could you allow people that don't want to stay to leave
I
in exchange for your ability to
can
roam
understand their wishes.
freely?
If they will return those of our citizens that were trapped on the other side when the gate was closed, we will return an equal number of theirs.
This is fucking like prisoners of war type shit. Alright, we're gonna have to get a helicopter.
I try to clock how many of these things are in here alone.
Yeah.
While we're here, it's
How many
mental
oozes
notes.
or how many prisoners?
How many everything?
Yeah.
Okay, make a perception check, and actually, whoever in the party is best at perception, make a perception check with advantage, because that seems like something all of you could be doing.
I'm decent. I don't think I'm the best though.
I've got no extra.
Are
to
any
add
of
to
you
it,
wisdom-based classes?
Kipo is.
Yeah, I think Kipo's probably pretty good at perception.
I just have proficiency in it, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Kipo.
Nice. Yeah, I'm like thinking like, are there like runic markings on the floor? Are they like in a strategic position that looks like a summoning circle kind of thing?
You can tell that there are, Kipo, on the order of 30 to 40 oozes in here.
Woo!
Of varying types, you know,
No.
from your common ochre jelly to the oblex. And likewise, that there's about 20 traitors.
The traitors, how dare they leave me?
So that's 20 additional, right? It's not in that 40.
Yeah. So the 40 is the
Okay.
oozes. The 20 would be the deep gnomes.
And I'm assuming Kipo doesn't see his sister as one of them.
No, but you can't get a clear look at all of them.
Okay.
Are there any
Oh,
oozes disguised
someone
as
asked
people?
about ritual markings or something.
That was me.
Baru.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a separate perception check for that one, Baru.
Not religion. No. Okay. Perception?
I'd take investigation if you'd rather.
No, that's perception.
Okay.
Will be fine. I have a -1 to investigation.
Yeah,
so I'll take-
since this is you looking for things, it's whether or not
Yeah.
you see it. Deciphering it is a whole other thing.
Yeah.
I can decipher if you point it out. Possibly.
Yeah, you can see there is script, particularly around the platform that they are standing on up here.
Okay.
Do you read Primordial?
I don't. I have Abyssal and Celestial.
Okay.
2 people in the party do.
I know, but I will just sort of cough and direct my gaze towards the writing.
Okay.
Next.
Who can read that?
I think Ray can, right?
Okay. Yeah, you can see that it is a prayer of protection to Entmok.
Who's Entmok?
Is it 2 or 4?
2.
What? So like asking for
Yeah,
protection.
asking for Entmok's protection.
Who's Entomok? Who the fuck is that guy?
I don't know.
Do I
A
know?
religion check might.
Oh boy.
I can, if you tell me, I can make a religion check because I am proficient in religion.
I would love to tell you.
I feel like I just hear you mutter Entmok, and I'm like, oh, do I recognize that name?
Not anymore
Nope.
than
Looks like neither of you guys do.
Nope. If you would just enunciate, I'm just kidding.
God damn.
But you could talk to Dawn.
maybe when we're not in the court of the all eyes on us.
Of
I
all
don't have
all the
to.
telepathic oozes.
Oh,
yeah.
right,
Fuck
shit,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just think
I-
shut the fuck up, Dawn. Sorry.
Are there any oozes disguised as people around? Like,
well, you can see those obelisks are not currently disguised as people, but you can see that they easily could disguise themselves as people.
okay. The Pudding King speaks common?
So far, everyone here has spoken common to you.
Okay. What could I also like maybe I'm a very curious person. I like to know stuff. I like to kind of check stuff out. And I was just wondering if I could cast a little small spell on one of your converted ooze people things, just to kind of like figure out like the what, like the driving force. I don't know the right words for it, but just kind of understand it better. It's just a spell of understanding.
The Pudding King doesn't speak. Princess Ebenmeyer does, saying, "Of course, so long as you don't mind an equivalent exchange."
No.
So what? You're gonna cast a spell on me?
Yes.
What spell are you gonna cast?
What spell are you going to cast?
Identify.
She says, "Detect thoughts."
Whoa, that's not equivalent. That's really
Why
invasive.
not? They're both divination.
Thea goes, he has a lot of crazy ass thoughts up there. I don't think you want to read his mind. Trust me.
I'll accept.
Then I suppose we shall both keep our secrets.
Think of it. We'll come back another time. If you really want to cast the spell when we come back, you can do it then. As ambassadors,
Okay, I will I'll ponder.
like listening to this exchange, am I getting the sense that she's like saying this to try to like get in our heads, or like of actual any sort of like protective trying to ferret out if like we seem disingenuous?
You can make an insight check.
Oh my god, my rolls.
No, you cannot.
Nope.
It's hard to read half of a skull floating in a puddle of ooze.
Yeah, I feel like I just get distracted like at looking at the eye holes. It's yeah. God damn.
Do you guys keep the names of all of the citizens that joined you?
Yes, we keep excellent records, says Prince Livid.
Thea looks at Kipo like with an inquisitive look, like, you want to ask about a certain someone? Or surprise for later?
Keep on remain silent.
I'll take that as a no. Good to
a
know.
Minotaur came through.
Yes, he has been repurposed.
Does that mean you turned him into a slime?
It means his matter currently fuels one of our loyal citizens.
Was he not a loyal citizen?
No, I'm afraid not.
How many people would you estimate have been repurposed?
Perhaps 300 or 400.
So
And how many citizens have stuck and been loyal?
60.
Jesus fucking Christ.
My god.
So let me get this straight. You're eating the people of this town.
No, we don't eat.
Consuming.
Oh,
they're
yes.
acting as fuel.
Yes,
Okay.
but only those who were.
Willingly jump into your, become fuel.
Only those citizens we have who have betrayed us. Our loyal citizens have nothing to fear from us.
You have you said, so approximately 460 people have come. 400?
Approximately 500 have come.
What about the other 40?
Well, they betrayed us, but they haven't been consumed yet.
Oh. So 440 have betrayed you.
Do you
60 have
just
been
keep them
loyal.
on standby for...
The process takes some time.
Gotcha. Out of curiosity, how long does it take?
It depends on which of our loyal citizens has need of them. The Oblex
Gotcha.
takes weeks, while the Cube only takes a day or so.
Jeez, see? Blobby has potential, guys.
If we, before we head back to the city, would we be allowed to roam freely through the area you have here, just
Of
to
course.
make note of
The only
anything?
area we keep here is this courthouse.
Oh, so all of the citizens and the loyal and disloyal citizens are kept here?
Within the courthouse, yes.
92%
Do you think we could
disapproval rating. 92% disapproval rating.
visit some of these people, just, for our hostage determinations, to make sure that we can equally balance out the numbers and make sure that we prioritize who we're trying to save?
You wish to see the traitors?
You're looking at them.
Yes.
The non-consumed traders.
Well, many of them are in this room.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's the people that are attached
Are they the
to
ones that are
floor.
like struggling?
I know. Well, I'm trying to I'm asking about I'm trying to get, around Kipo's sister without
Yeah.
Kipo's sister, so
Prince Livid can take you to where the others are kept.
So we get a tour.
It seems only fitting to give visiting ambassadors a tour of the court.
Oh, great, more horror.
I appreciate it.
thank you for allowing us to view such opulence.
It
as
was
you
an
have.
honor to meet royalty.
I mean, it is quite a splendor, regardless of whether it's a horrifying splendor or a beautiful splendor. It is kind of insane.
Thea's like, so were you born the Pudding King?
No,
Like, or
that
were
is a
you
title
born
I
into
took upon
royalty?
myself when my
Oh.
lord revealed himself to me. In a temple I found outside of the city.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of thought
you
that
still
we were
use
calling
that
him.
temple?
No. I did for a time, but now this will be his
Now
new
this is
temple.
more magnificent.
It's more better.
Well,
Okay.
off to the tour.
Yep.
8% approval rating. 8%.
Wish we knew.
Thea's gonna buy some duct tape.
I wish we knew what Kipo's sister looked like, so we'd have an idea
Kipo probably
who to
knows.
look out for. Yeah, but
Aren't they biological siblings, though?
Yeah.
I guess somebody that looks like Kipo.
She's probably wearing overalls.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check as you look around.
I'm specifically looking for a female with overalls on.
Okay. Okay, Kipo.
Look at Kipo!
Kipo, perhaps because this topic is near and dear to your heart, you are particularly perceptive today. And you can see up here, Lyra appears to be stuck in there.
Consumed or not consumed?
She still seems intact at the moment.
She's not wearing overalls. That's why I didn't see her.
Thea goes, you wouldn't perchance happen or be willing to show an act of good faith so that we can show the government that you are not all bad like some of the rumors that are going around the city are saying you are.
I'm afraid that as it was Blingdenstone's government which initiated the hostilities, it is only fair that they show the opening good faith.
I mean, they sent us here to be ambassadors. Isn't that kind of showing an act of good faith as
And
well?
sometimes you gotta
make
be the
make
bigger
a
person.
persuasion check there, Alex, with the advantage because you're all here for that.
As shift?
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. That was a good argument.
It's one
That
thing
was.
Thea's okay at. Pretty good.
He says, I suppose that allowing a single traitor to go free would not be any great loss of justice.
We'll take this one. This
Thea
traitor.
points to
is
this
right
one.
here.
How about the one next
Not to be suspicious, but
How
what
about the
about
one
that
next
one?
to me?
That one looks good.
Pointing at Lyra.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
putting the one right next to
I
her.
just wanted to make sure you weren't gonna try and like pump fake him or something where you're like,
I was
want
thinking
this
about
one.
it, but Thea's like,
Oh, I
this
can't
looks
have
like
that
an-
one. All right, how about that one? I
Thea's
guess.
like, this looks like an average citizen.
I s-
Showing an act of good faith, I think, would definitely help us in persuading them to stop the war against you guys.
Very well.
And also,
Prince
if
Livid,
they choose not
free
to,
that one, would you?
if they choose not to, like, accept it makes them look like the asshole because you extended the olive branch. You know what I'm saying? And they spit in your face.
Yeah, Prince Livid reaches down to his side and draws a sword made of goo that sort of grows at his side as he's going to draw it, and goes up and cuts free Lyra, who is unconscious, and he brings her back down and sets her down.
I'll carry her.
I was gonna say,
I
yeah,
got her.
for real.
I got her. I'll scoop her up. I'm not gonna
Well.
heal her. I'm not gonna heal her until we're out because I don't.
Oh yeah,
Don't want
I
that
don't want her
complication.
conscious.
Yeah, no.
Thea's like,
Go to sleep.
honestly, this visit has gone way more pleasantly than I thought it would.
Well, I'm glad that our court could be a pleasant visit for you.
That sword is pretty cool too.
Does it have a name?
Thanks, I made it myself.
Prince Livid says, yes, it's Prince Livid.
The sword is Prince Livid? I thought you were Prince Livid.
The sword
got
is me.
The sword is you?
It's a part of him. It's an extension of him. Except you know how people are always like, the weapon's an extension of myself. This is actually legit.
So, like, what if you were to hand me the sword? What would happen?
It would burn you most severely.
What if I'm immune to it?
Very well. He
Theo's like,
holds it out
"Are you
candle
sure
first
you're
towards you.
He's like, sure
No.
you are.
No, I'm not immune to it. I just said, what if I am? Like, would it detach from you, I guess is my real question here.
Yes.
And then I would be able to just, like, swing it around, even though I'm, like, not you.
By all means.
And, like, would you, like, then feel everything, like, everything it touched? Like, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I hit that thing.
I don't know.
If you touch the sword and get consumed, we are leaving
you
you.
like to
I'm
try?
not fighting for the losers.
100%.
Sorry.
I would love to try next time.
Very well.
Prince Livid is like, what a coward.
I
Yeah.
gotta figure out how I can touch that thing without getting burned. I maybe
don't.
go.
The first time someone accepts Zoltan touching something of theirs, and Zoltan is the one who backs down.
Don't tempt him, Derek. Stop it.
I'm gonna go get some Kim gloves.
They're like, don't touch his hair, he touches it. Don't touch this, he touches it. Okay, go ahead and touch this. Whoa, hold on there.
Hold on, bud.
Well,
I didn't touch his hair. I felt
yeah,
the
I know.
heat coming off of his hair.
Mm-hmm.
tomato. So I think we have all of the information we need to talk to Blingdenstone's government. What you guys say? Do we need anything else? I think we're good to go. So we will go discuss your proposition with them, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you again.
Until we meet again.
You can count on it.
Yeah, and you are able to hightail it the hell out of there.
Oof.
Okay, Thea saved your sister. She gives no shits about everyone else.
Nuke 'em. Nuke 'em.
Oh my god.
Bombs
I'm
go
back to the other
down.
guy. Just nuke 'em.
Victor is very like,
So
No,
I say
100%
give up.
beyond
I
with
say
you.
give. I say give it
Peru
like
is
3
like, yeah.
days to evacuate the surrounding area,
and blow it the fuck up.
and then blow it. Then blow it up. Because there's only
Not worth
at this
it.
point. At this point, there's only 39 people you're gonna save. 39. You know, you gotta break a few eggs to cook an omelet.
39 that are being held prisoner, and another 60 who are still, going along with being part of the court at least.
Yeah, at least
I'm
we don't.
assuming are they already
But-
turned into slime though? The loyal
No,
citizen?
they're
No,
in the
they're
process
people.
of being turned into slime.
There are people who saw what happened to the traitors and went, "Oh no, we're loyal."
Yeah, they're like,
So potentially,
yeah.
there's about
Yeah.
100 citizens.
I mean,
All
I
hail Jublix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
say that. I think
500
we
that
should.
are already dead.
I mean, I would do the same shit. I would be like, "Yep, he's my god."
There is 100%. There's nothing we can do for 400 of them.
Yeah.
But then
Okay,
there's-
that's we
100
we are
citizens.
speculating right now. We should go back to the fucking
Yeah, we need to
council
talk
and
to the government. This is their fucking city.
Let's
Yeah.
see what
They
they
need
have.
to decide what they want to do.
We
I
need to
agree,
go
and we
get
also
people-
need to try to look up some like acid-proof gloves.
Can
and
we
go drop-
heal
Yeah, I'll use
your
healing
sister
hands
and take
on-
her back to your parents?
on
And be
Leela,
like,
so
"Look who we found."
Maybe we
she'll
take
have
it.
7 hit points.
Okay. Yeah, she'll wake up, and I think we'll actually do that reunion next time. We have an early morning tomorrow, so we're gonna have to end a little bit early tonight. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
No
I
problem.
think that is a good point for us to stop, so we can do that reunion next time.
I'm just
Sounds
glad we got
good.
Kibo's sister
You did.
without fucking
That was Alex. That was
Yeah.
well done.
dying.
That was good job, guys. We got out of it.
If Thea
People
can
look at
understand the
him,
language,
spicy.
she's pretty good at persuasion.
Yeah.
If she doesn't understand
Shocking.
shit,
When the whole party can talk, the whole party does more talking.
Yeah. Huh. We'll get tongues or something one day. Who knows?
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So
Guys,
I
we're like a
regretted
level up
not-
away. We're just a level up away from tongues.
I
Well,
regretted
you
not
have
to, like-
using whispers, like my whisper
Mm.
things in there, but it's
Yeah.
probably a good thing we didn't, because then we would be talking to ourselves in our heads more, and they can read our minds. So
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it's a good thing I didn't.
How long does it take you, like, in game if you study a language to learn it to be able to speak it?
There is no mechanic for that.
Oh.
I mean, I can make one if that's something you want to do, though.
I would be interested in that.
I mean, just like if it was like something you did as part of like a long rest, you like studied for like,
Yeah, I
2 hours
can.
every day.
I can set up a mechanic for that if that's something all y'all want to do. You want to have a little exchange language program down in the Underdark.
Honestly, it's something I wish I could do in every single campaign, but you can hardly ever pick up languages in campaigns.
Yeah.
I'll start tracking languages and figure out how long that should take to achieve, not like like high
Oh.
literature status, but to achieve conversational fluency.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
even
if you
enough
live
to,
in
like,
Miami for long enough,
to
you're
take
gonna
a
pick
while.
up Spanish.
yeah, or at least enough to pick it up so you could hear the conversation going on and then say something to somebody
Yeah.
who's like actually fluent to speak in it. So it's not just like, sorry, we can't
not
help
just
you, or
whittling
don't
on
remember
the
So
thumbs.
anything.
basically, you want to know the language as well as I know Spanish.
I want to Duolingo
See.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll come up with a mechanic for that and figure out what it is.
Cool.
I like this idea. Very cool.
And
Fun.
acid-proof gloves.
I got nothing for you on that.